Wednesday, the 25th of September. Okay, so one of the things that I have been heavily concentrating on is manifesting. And manifesting is like the process of things springing into existence after you've gotten in so much alignment and so much love and so much appreciation of yourself. So that makes you have to do so much research on who you, who I, who this being is that we be. I don't always agree with, say, manifestation tips and things that come from different people because sometimes they're not taking into account certain things. Like retraining the brain through robotic affirming, I think is an awesome tool because it really cleanses you of so much. But for some people, they feel that it's just too much. And I feel for me, at my big age, it's okay to take some time out and program my mind for a period of time because it's been happening to me all my life without me necessarily directing the process. But getting back to alignment, coming into alignment to the point where things spring into existence in front of me, one of the biggest things that I've noticed, like I've noticed so much over the years, like food. I like certain foods, but for years I haven't really been eating them. I just hadn't been. And it became a thing for me where I was just like, why aren't I eating this food that I really like on a regular basis, which is seafood? And I just wasn't. And so at one point I just decided, but life is for the living. Hello. Life is for the living, and I must eat the things that I like. I love a good green salad. Like life is for loving and for the living. Hello, everyone. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. We are talking about manifestation. One of the things that I think is really good to do for those who do this, especially from an early part of life for their children, is getting astrological readings for your kids, getting the readings for your kids to find out specifically who they are. And if it's not astrological, it would be something more germane to your actual culture. Most cultures kind of have this process where they go and find out who is going to be what and how and those things. And I know a lot of the time we tend to grow up and decide it's not necessary. Like you just gonna go with the flow. But the problem with that is there's nothing germane to you. When your energy is being called by a whole bunch of other people all the time to silo you into these different places so that you can go do what they want the masses of people to do, but it doesn't apply to you personally, that's not alignment. So one of the things I recommend is, like I mentioned earlier on, the astrological chart. Why did I mention the astrological chart? Because you're going to find a lot out about yourself in that. I don't care where you get it from. You're part of the world, you do what they do there. Here, we do what we do here. There are different readings like this and stuff like that happens in different cultures everywhere. And if you are a person that is privy to that, avail yourself to it. Go get it done. Look into your notes if your parents got it done for you to learn more about how to steer the ship that is you. Understand more of you. I say this because understanding your chart ruler as a person in the astrological system is so important. Knowing who you are. Which country? The US. So understanding that, and then there's just so many systems, right? Um, you may not find out who you astrologically are, but you may find out which goddess is or God, which one is directing your life, helping you throughout life. You may find out where you need to be, like where it is, where you may possibly go, that's going to kind of set things up for you to do what you need to do. Sometimes it naturally happens, and sometimes there's impetus because the person looks at this sheet, or the person goes and sit down with this person. They go and sit down with this expert and they tell you. I'm here to say that you owe it to yourself to do as much research on yourself as you can possibly do. As much as you can possibly do. Because as you do more and more research into who you are, you're taking care of yourself. It's like if you don't have a close relationship with your mother, you may find out why in your astrological chart, or you may find out why with a reading from an Orisha priestess or priest. You may find out why different things are happening to you in different areas. And it's stuff that you actually need to pay attention to. And then when you do it and you put yourself into alignment, like I remember one of the things that I came to was studying the Ori, and the tradition that I'm a part of. And I remember when I started studying that years ago, instantaneous answers popped into my life once I started studying Ori. And not just studying it, but putting it into an application, putting it into practice. And over time, I would say, like, it's still a very integral part of my life. Like, talking to my Ori is extremely important to me. Getting its input on things that are going on is extremely important to me because it helps. But there's so much more to learn. There's so much more to learn. And I'm so grateful to be able to learn it. Sometimes dipping into those old things that our mothers or our grandmothers used to do are not just superstitions, but they're actually things that help you. And it may not be as organized as an entire religious system. It could be just something that grandma used to do all the time, and when grandma did it, it worked for her, it worked for her daughter, and it worked for her grandbabies. And so maybe you might want to do it because grandma used to do it. And it's a form of alignment that happens and makes manifestation happen even faster for you. Everybody is different, and as I'm doing more and more of this work and this research and looking at things and hearing people talk and appreciating, like I appreciate a good affirmation. I appreciate a good affirmation because it can change your life. Right? But so can cleaning your house. Okay? Getting up and really clearing the energy in your home can bring alignment, and things can manifest right in front of you because you decided to clean your home. And when I say that, I mean getting, like, you might have stacks and piles of bills that have already been paid. The papers need to be shredded and gotten rid of. Or you may have stacks of boxes sitting like in your living room that need to go into a closet. Or you may need to take down some curtains, wash them, put them back up, stuff like that, right? These things about where we live is so important, especially if you are a Cancer rising, okay? Your home is the place that, pardon me, that's my washer deciding to act crazy. Have to get it repaired. Pouring into the home. Your home is the place that makes it so that you are recharging yourself. As a Cancer rising, for the most part, we are some homebody people. We like to be in the house. Because, hello, it represents peace for us. It is an oasis. And if it is not an oasis space for you and you are a Cancer rising, that is something that you must fix. Because as soon as you fix it, you feel better. Okay? For people who are, say, Sagittarius risings, you need to travel. And maybe not travel, but maybe you need to travel in your mind as far as studying different cultures and stuff like that. Studying different world religions. That's going to be important to you. If you're a Virgo rising, your home needs to be completely organized. Your wallet needs to be organized. Your car, if you are a Virgo rising and your car is filthy, you are causing yourself unnecessary problems. It is an energetic thing. And I know people go, oh, it doesn't matter. It matters. Oh, baby, it matters. It matters. If you are a Leo rising and you don't like attention, you got to go work that out. You got to go work that out. I've never met a Leo rising that doesn't like attention. That doesn't make any sense. But if by the off chance there is a person watching this video, you're a Leo rising and you don't like attention, go sit down and talk to somebody, work that out. Because you're going to, you get it a lot. And you need to find comfort and be okay with the fact that people look to you for whatever reason. If you are many different things in the zodiac, right, as far as your rising sign, you have to start to really look into how your life is being, like how you're running your life. If you're not going to look at that, manifestation can become a very hard thing. Because let's say you are a manifestation person, you like to manifest, but it's starting to slow down because you may be doing something that goes completely against who you are. In the beginning, it happened quick. But now all of a sudden it's not happening anymore because you could be fundamentally going against some building blocks, your foundation of who you are as a person, and you don't know it. That's why you go get these type of readings. That's why you go get as much information about yourself. As I love looking at the astrological chart because I think it's really one of the easiest places to get a lot of information on your own for yourself. Eventually find someone that you feel is extremely well versed in astrology, and you pay them and you have them look further into your chart to show you more. Okay. It's important that we understand manifestation doesn't just come from, it comes from, manifestation is like this thing where you begin to feel so good and so confident. And one of the ways to feel so good and so confident is to do things that really make you feel good about yourself. And if you're not doing that, if you don't know what these things are and you're not looking into that on a regular basis, well, baby, what you doing? Manifestation is eventually going to slow to a drip that doesn't drip anymore. For real. It'll slow all the way down because you're not feeling right inside. And you have to begin to manage the things that make you feel well inside. So I'm going to go into this as a person who is led by the moon. I'm a rising Cancer, like a lot of other people. And rising Cancers, we're very emotional people. But we also are led by the moon, which is the fastest moving planet in the heavens. It's always moving. It's always moving. Every 2.5 days, it jumps and it affects big change on this planet. It's going to affect big change in a person that has Cancer rising with the moon as their chart ruler. Like they're going to have the moon as their chart ruler. And there's just no way it does not have an effect on you. You can be doing things backwards. A lot of the times what people do is they go, oh, you should do everything according to the moon phases. Not a Cancer rising. No. Mm-mm. You can if you want to. But what you can really do is go, okay, well, the moon is here today. The moon is new today. But I'm still working on this project. So it's just like I'm just beginning again. It's not let me go start a brand new project. It could be on certain days, but for real, you want to understand that that's not all the magic you need to do or all the intention that you need to set as a person who's ruled by the moon. It's much more than that basic new moon, quarter moon, full moon, half moon, full moon. It's much more. It's much more than that. As a Cancer rising, you are a person like look up planetary hours so you can find out what the moon hours are every single day. Because if you want to put some punch on something, you can hit it real hard during one of the moon hours every day. Because there's a moon hour every day. The moon day is considered Monday. Monday, moon day, right? But like today, the moon is in Cancer. Moon's in Cancer. Do things around your house. Take care of or nurture your family members or your partner, your spouse, your mate. Or nurture yourself. Maybe take a sit down bath today instead of just a shower. Or maybe get out into nature. And if you live near the ocean or live near a river, go and recharge yourself by being around these bodies of water. Because it's moon on Cancer day. Like it's the Cancer. The moon is in Cancer today. And there's so much that goes into that. Call your mom, see how she's doing. Call your dad, see how he's doing. Or honor your dad or honor father organizations, right? These are not necessarily remediations, but this is more so about you moving with the flow of what the moon does all the time and introducing into your life the energy of what the moon is doing so that you are becoming more in sync with who you are, because naturally you have a lot of emotive energy. You have the ability to pick up on everybody's energy when you walk into a building, especially if you are a spiritual adept, like you're a spiritualist, priest, whatever. There are times I can walk in the buildings. I'm feeling people too much. I'm feeling people too much. And I was advised by my godmother to back up from doing a lot of spiritual work for some time, because it's now you become extremely sensitive to everyone's energy. And I've had to do that, right? And still feel it. Feel my family. Feel my friends. Feel my clients. Which, quite frankly, makes me very dynamic at what I do, which is help people. I'm a healer of sorts. Love helping people with healing a lot of things in their lives. Healing money issues, healing love issues, health issues, and other things. The point is to recognize that there's a lot that goes into who you are, and it behooves you. It will benefit everyone who sees this broadcast, this video, to look deeper into who you are and love yourself on high level. Love everything about you. As a person, again, a Cancer rising, love everything about you and love the fact that you feel everything. You feel everything. Love it. Be grateful that you can love it. Be grateful for everything. I'm saying to you that manifestation, and I know this is I'm speaking from the realm of intuition, heavily full right here, just in front of you. This realm of manifestation is not so much, there are things that you can do, but you need to really be understanding more of who you are, especially my people who are Cancer risings, because you can just feel like, well, it doesn't really mean, it means something big. It means something big. And so here at this channel, I'm probably going to do a lot of talking around Cancer risings, Leo in the second house. I'm going to probably work our whole chart out with nothing in every single house and just talk it all the way through. Because as Cancer risings, we just are a very special group of people, and we have a different way of managing the world. And we have to trust that process because it doesn't look like everybody else's. It really doesn't. You make you look like a skits, a real, like you going, like you're not there. Like, why you keep jumping from different things? Well, your chart ruler literally jumps from sign to sign to sign every 2 to 2.5 days. You naturally do that. You naturally do that. That's why it's not hard for me to then understand the process of being a manifesting generator in the human design system, because we jump from thing to thing to thing, right? And it may, I'm not saying that there's always that correlation for people who work in human design, but it is a correlation for me, okay? And I'm a different type of manifesting generator. Like, I do not have the 10th gate, and that's not my motor to the throat. I'm the love path. I'm the transformative path, right? And I have made so many mistakes over the years, that 3-5, right? That now I begin to understand and say, there is so much in front of us, so much information that we can tap into as people, and begin to really understand that we are truly awesomely and dynamically made. Like we are just so intricate. And as we step into, I would like to say, I don't want to say the mold, because like they say, broke the mold when they made me. I want to say, as you step into the protocols that work for you in particular, your life begins to do better. Things start to make sense. I've always called myself control chaos. Always. Because I can be, that's me. Always been like that. I used to have this book at my last job. It was a book that I kept, because I'm a person that writes down notes. I write down notes because notes just allow me to be aware of what I'm doing when I'm supporting other people in an office. And if I write down the note and it's not in the book, it's on a post-it, or the post-it goes into the drawer. I would have mounds of these post-it notes because CYA at the jobs, right? And it would get me through so many things. Oh no, this happened on this date because I had the post-it note, because sometimes it wasn't in the book. I loved it about myself. There's a way of catching things and making sure that life is fine for me, the way that I do things. And I love it. Manifestation doesn't just come from, what I'm trying to say is, none of us are one set of things. So why would manifestation work in one particular way for every single person? It's not going to. It's going to work differently for every single person. stepping into that process is beginning to cleanse yourself. Like gratitude is a good thing, but what you would be grateful for and what I would be grateful for, they're different things. And yet it's going to help to steer and clear our lives. But starting that process is extremely important because then it brings in manifestation. Manifestation comes from you truly being aligned with who you are in your life, who and what you are in your life, in complete alignment. But you have to find out more and more and more about yourself. And as we get older, we do that. So I came here to say manifestation is not as simple as I think a lot of people are trying to make it seem like it's not. There are a lot of keys and tools that they can put in there, but then there's a whole world of them over here. So much more. Really take the time to get to know yourself and understand that, yes, from your astrological chart, you can learn a lot about yourself. And with that, put yourself in alignment, and then things can appear in front of you that you see coming. Because it's registering on your scale, it's registering inside of you. It's supposed to be yours. But now you're not putting yourself out of, like, if you're doing it, like I'm a person who's a Cancer rising. If I do everything like a Leo or a Sagittarius rising, it's just not going to work for me. Travel would be awesome, but what if it goes completely against everything I'm supposed to be doing? Do you understand? I hope so. This is a little bit more, like I said, on the intuitive, chill vibe. Moon in Cancer today, September 25th. It's more in that vibe, more intuitive, just sharing. All right, everybody, please enjoy the water today. Drink lots of water. Get near a body of water. Put your intentions out there. The moon is in Cancer, and if you're a Cancer rising, hey, you never know. Have a good day. Please like, share, and comment and subscribe because we are growing. The goal is to grow here. Okay? Let's lift us up. All right, y'all, in my mother tongue. Okay? All right. Have a good day, everyone. Peace.